Welcome to OCD Clarity. My name is Luc, and this is one of the last episodes of the full guide to OCD recovery. In the next video, that will be the last in this series, I will fill in a form I created to work through your fears and become less scared of your fears and really see, is it that scary? Are my themes or my fears that scary? Are they that bad? Are they that horrible? Or can I live with them? But that's for the next one. Today I want to give extra insight. I wrote down some small pieces of text with some extra insight that I find very helpful to guide you to OCD recovery. So, one, people with OCD tend to change approaches quickly, reacting in the moment. This is understandable, but it doesn't work. For example, someone searches online for ways to recover from OCD and comes across hypnotherapy, just as I did. They visit a specialist once, just as I did, and then find another source that say meditation is the key to overcoming OCD. So they immediately switch to that instead, just as I did. The same can happen with excessive exercise, going all in, realizing it's not a solution, and they then suddenly stop altogether. Finding balance is difficult for many people, but especially for those with OCD, because OCD convince you this is not the solution, you need to do another approach. However, balance is the answer. Be aware of this. And another example where people try to or tend to change approaches quickly is when they work at their OCD. If I take myself as an example, I was working at my OCD every free minute I got. And then I saw I did it compulsively, and this wasn't working. I needed to have more balance, and then stopped altogether for months. Balance, 3 or 4 times a week, working an hour on recovery. And if we take exercise for an example, work out 3 or 4 times a week, 2 times a week for an hour. Not every day. Um, you can, but balance, guys. Two, OCD is also known as the doubting disorder. You constantly question what to do, which is completely understandable. However, it is important to learn how to make decisions without getting stuck in endless overthinking. In most cases, you don't need to spend excessive time analyzing every choice that is available. Instead, briefly review the available information, make a decision that seems to be in your best interest, and take a well calculated risk and then commit to it. And this is something you can learn, guys. I was horrible at this at the beginning because OCD is also known as the doubting disorder, and it's true, guys. Look for yourself. I was questioning every choice I made or every situation in my life endlessly. And that is very debilitating. So, if you improve at this aspect in your life, it will bring you a lot of peace, even if the choice is not the right choice. So, stand by your choice without endlessly second guessing yourself. Don't be afraid to take well calculated risks. You can always evaluate your decision afterwards and see if it worked as expected or adjustments are needed. Learning to make choices more decisively is an essential step in breaking free from OCD's grip, but also breaking free from um, the endless rumination because you commit to it. This is what I do. Don't put your life on hold. I know how hard it is, but I want to emphasize it again. Believe me, I understand how difficult it can be to get out of bed, to do things, or to find joy in activities. But you have to push yourself to keep going. I say this because before you know it, Years have been passed. Loved ones may no longer be there, and you can never get that time back. This was my life because I suffered for so long and put so much things off. Putting things off comes at a cost, right? And some people, if they don't put in the work, will stay stuck for the rest of their lives and stay putting things off. And before they know, they're 60 and the best years have already passed. From an ex-OCD sufferer to an OCD sufferer, please take this to heart. No matter how awful you feel or how little motivation you have to do things that once brought you joy, do them anyway. Over time, you will start enjoying them again. When you become less scared, when you understand how OCD works, you will get moments of relief. Do it scared. Do it scared always. 4. Remember, you want to stop thinking, but by trying to find a solution through thinking, you are making it worse. Your nervous system and brain are already exhausted, and this causing them to misfire, triggering an even faster alarm mode, fight or flight. Thinking makes it harder because it makes everything more sensitive, which causes the alarm to go even more. You're anxious all day long because of all the suppressed fears and perspectives. It's about allowing whatever happens, letting each thought rush through, letting your mind obsess if it wants to, and letting every emotion and feeling pass until it naturally stops. This is not something you learn quickly. OCD wants you to stay in the cycle. Keep looking into this or analyze it further to get relief, but this is not the answer. 5. I recommend not using noise cancellation headphones everywhere. By filtering out all the loud sounds, you make yourself more sensitive to them and less able to tolerate them. By, by accepting and experiencing the noise, loud sounds, and conversations around you, your brain will naturally filter them out over time. I'm not saying you can never use them, but using them all of the time and everywhere can be a problem. It's just a tip I find very helpful because, and just the random guy in the train is not the best example. Look around, see how many people are scared of talking to other people and are scared to sounds and um, can't even take a little bit of noise and want to put on the noise cancellation headsets everywhere. I'm not saying when you're on an airplane and there's a loud noise, you can't use them. Um, but balance, guys, balance. 6. Instead of immediately grabbing your phone when you're waiting somewhere, sitting on the train or on the couch, try being with yourself and simply experience the life around you. For example, when you're on a train, look outside and observe what's happening, what other people are doing, or practicing allowing everything to just be, including your feelings, emotions, and thoughts. There is so much to experience in the present moment, but people are addicted to entertaining themselves. Looking around the train and Look around the train and you will see people glued to their phones. I find it particularly interesting to see how just the normal people are operating, but because they are not scared um, or having OCD, the motivation to change things are less, right? And we want to really change ourselves, improve ourselves. And I found it very peaceful to just look around and be with myself. And this is one of the positive sides of OCD. When you reach recovery, you become less disturbable and feel more peace and grateful, to feel more at ease than other people. So, 7. If you spend a lot of time on YouTube or similar platforms, try following things that will help you grow in life rather than just simple entertainment. Sometimes I'm shocked what I see on TikTok. Such simple, strange content that people watch a lot. Try looking at for example, right? Try looking at Jordan Peterson, David Goggins, Sadhguru, or other podcasts that offer something meaningful and from which you can learn. I'm not saying that you can never watch entertainment, but balance. Yeah. 8, and the last one, consider writing a summary to the information you have found about anxiety and OCD. This will help you understand it better. As mentioned before, recovering from OCD is like studying for a degree. It involves doing your homework as well. So, this is the last information part of this series. As mentioned, I will do one last video, and I really want to thank you, and I hope it's helpful for you. Please give this video a like. Thank you, and have a nice day.